folks, I want to remind you about how we do this. Some of you are sick of hearing me talking about it, but how we select the winners, that's what I'm talking about. Because really, it's something that's really close to my heart. It's a massively credible jury, which outnumbers all of us from Acko Drive. So there's no way we can like sway or tilt any vote. There's never more than 2 of us on any of our juries, and there are different juries for the categories. Transparent, stringent, credible, unbiased, and scoring that happens across 9 parameters. So you can't just be like choosing favorites. It does not get bigger or more thorough than this. You don't trust me? I can live with that. But the winners clearly deserve a lot of your appreciation because they come through a really thick field of competition. This year especially, we've seen that. And they clearly are the ones that matter. Now, more on the jury meets tomorrow. But I mentioned that we're in Pune for a very specific reason. That amazing manufacturing legacy and heritage rests on the shoulders of a chosen few. The ones that mattered at the very start. So at the 2025 Totems, we want to introduce you to something a little bit special. We call it our Hall of Fame honors. And this year, we want to acknowledge the contribution of Pune-based players who made Pune the original auto hub of India. The first amongst them is Bajaj Auto. It began 79 years ago from importing 2- and 3-wheelers into the country to becoming Hamara Bajaj, from being the world #1 in 3-wheelers to becoming a dominant player now in EV 2-wheelers in 2024. And of course, creating blockbuster brands like Pulsar or Chetak. And then we've seen those partnerships, KTM, Husqvarna, Kawasaki, Triumph. Bajaj has achieved many a milestone. So tonight we honor Bajaj, and that is our first inductee into the Totem Hall of Fame as manufacturing pioneer. Please may I call on stage Balbir Singh Dhillon. Please present this award to Bajaj Auto. And Bajaj, if you could also have your representatives on stage. That's nice. Lovely to see the whole team coming up. Congratulations. Come. Please. Thank you, Balbir. Yesterday, for those who were here, you would remember that you saw us induct Bajaj into the Totem Hall of Fame. That is something new that we introduced this year. Today, we have another manufacturing pioneer that we would like to honor. And no story of automotive production, in Pune especially, can be told without Telco. Now, while the legacy goes back to that name and to pre-independent India, locomotives, Jamshedpur, the success with commercial and passenger vehicles really finds its roots in the engineering and design work right here. Tata's ERC and its first car plant are also here. Names like Sumant Murgaonkar and Ratan Tata are demigods in these parts. And I find it heartbreaking not to be able to present this award to the one and only Ratan Tata. Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Our world is poorer without Padma Vibhushan Ratan Naval Tata, a titan of industry, a man whose heart was as large as his dreams. Born into one of India's most iconic families, Mr. Tata wasn't just an heir to a legacy. He was the architect of its transformation. When he took the reins at the Tata Group, he didn't just lead. He redefined what leadership meant, not just for India, but for the world. Under his stewardship, the Tata Group evolved from a respected Indian business into a global powerhouse. From steel and automobiles to telecommunications and hospitality, Ratan Tata built more than businesses. He built the backbone of modern India. We also loved his passion for automobiles and his keen interest in growing that business at Tata Motors and later at JLR. Through the Tata Trusts, he carried forward a tradition of compassion. His philanthropy wasn't just about charity, it was also always for change. a man of quiet dignity, humble in success, resilient in failure, and deeply human in all that he did. He wasn't just the leader at the Tata Group, he was the heart of it. And while we grieve his loss, we celebrate the indelible mark he has left on this world, a legacy of integrity, a legacy of innovation, a legacy of humanity.
I am privileged. I got to interact and meet with Mr. Tata so much, and he has inspired me. He's inspired so many of you, so many Indians. His legacy will live on in so many ways. My colleague Ameya Naik actually has a special connection to all of this since his mother spent many years at Tata Motors. He got to interact with Mr. Tata when he was a child, when Ameya was a child. So let me invite him now on stage to help me induct Tata Motors into the Totem Hall of Fame for being one of Pune's proud pioneers. Tata Motors, please come up. We have another Hall of Fame inductee, and for this one, I'd like to call on Yogendra Pratap to please join me here on stage. It may seem a little unorthodox or even maybe presumptive to do what I'm about to do next, but it really comes from the heart. My very first step into the world of automotive awards happened with a certain gentleman's support. He has in fact held the hand and guided many of this country's automotive journalists, and he has been one of the very best himself. Ladies and gentlemen, the Totem Hall of Fame Pioneer Journalist Award to Adil Jal Darukhanawala. Jehan, where are you? The Darukhanawala family, please. Whoever is here, please come on up. And can I also invite the Acco Drive editorial team to also come up and share in this moment. Yeah, we want you to speak.
Sid has really put me out of business by doing so. But yes, I remember the very first awards when we did at Overdrive magazine. We also did the very first televised show, and doing that, holding the television side of things was Sid. So yes, I'm chuffed with this award, but I didn't expect it, nor did I want it, because you can see how motoring journalism has progressed from my time. I started in 1977, long form and really something. And today Sid and team are at play with doing everything in short 30-second bursts.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yes. So thank you for everything. And yes, I'll still be on at this game for a long time.
This is
Thank
not
you.
a retirement award.
Yeah.
It's not.
And this award to the young man of the industry.
Yes.